lights went out, but the music didn't. One bulb flickers in the hall, the night leans heavy on the wall. My dress is draped across the chair, and every silence pulls a stare. I used to sing for crowded rooms, full of hands and hazy fumes, but now the hush is all I get, and somehow I'm not done yet. Ooh, I thought the fire had long burned through, but something warm still flickers true. Barely lit, still singing, no one left to sway. The jazz don't ask for reasons, it just plays. No mirror pose, no sweet perfume, just quiet voice in an empty room. I'm not whole, but I'm still ringing, barely lit, still singing. The ghosts don't dance, but they don't go. They hum along in undertow, and every note I never played still waits for me in quiet shade. I don't pretend I've got the light, but I've made peace with softer night. You don't need bright to be seen, you just need breath and something to mean. Barely lit, still singing, no crescendo here, just low and slow and always near. No perfect pitch, no curtain call, just staying soft when shadows fall. I'm still cracked, but still I'm clinging to the light that lets me keep on singing. And for tonight, that's enough. I've given my voice to the fire, to the stage, to the sorrow. Now this quiet belongs to me. I sang through heartbreak, sang through grace, gave every room my voice, my face. Let every light define my frame, and every hush repeat my name. But now the hush is something sweet, not absence, just a soft retreat. It isn't fear, it isn't lack, it's just the space I'm not giving back. Ooh, for once I don't need melody to feel like I'm still here with me. This quiet always been just silence that won't pretend. I'm not undone, I'm not erased, I'm just alone and safely placed. Not empty air, not vacancy, but something earned. This quiet belongs to me. I've let the world decide my sound, but now I live in lower ground, where jazz don't beg and songs don't cling. They simply hum and softly ring. No final bow, no sweet reprise, just me and night and softer skies. Not all songs end in sound, some end in peace, and I get to choose when the music ceases. This quiet belongs to me. It's not goodbye, it's just the key to every hush I thought was wrong, now folded into one last song. I'm not unseen, I'm not alone, I'm just in stillness I've finally known. So let it fade, let it be. This quiet now belongs to me, and it sounds just like home. The room was empty, but I sang it anyway. No claps, no cheers, no second call, just me and jazz and one bare wall. I didn't dress it up in gold, I let it crack, I let it fold. The mic was off, the lights were low, but still the song refused to go. No one to catch, no one to sway, but I stayed still and sang it anyway. I sang it anyway. No velvet crowd, no bow, no light, no laughing loud, no stage to beg, no hand to hold, just breath that trembled, soft and cold. I sang the note I dared not play, and though no one came, I sang it anyway.
don't bend for quiet songs. It plays for noise, it sells for wrongs. But jazz don't care if no one cheers. It only asks you stay sincere. And so I hummed, and so I stayed, and let the night be unafraid. No echo back, no whispered sway, just truth and hush. I sang it anyway. Some songs don't need witnesses, they just need breath. I sang it anyway, no proof to show, no mark to leave, no place to go, no grand review, no golden day. Just me in silence and the ache to stay. I gave it all without a play. No one asked, but still I sang it anyway.
I don't need a reason, I don't need a map, I just need permission to be. I used to measure every note against the noise, against the vote, counted every scar in rhyme, marked each breath against the time. But jazz don't live in lines like those. It breathes in cracks, it hums, it slows. And maybe all I ever need is less of proof and more of being. Ooh, not every room needs walls and keys. Some just need a place to breathe, permission to be. No grand parade, no velvet robe, no dues unpaid, no mirror check, no song rehearsed, just breath and brass and second verse. I don't need yes, I don't need plea, I just need permission to be. I used to bow before the gate, waited on time to validate, but the door was never locked. The keys were mine inside the clock. No trumpet blast, no tambourine, just me and air and in between. Some things you don't earn, some things you just become. Permission to be, no flags, no fight, no proof to show,
to read, no vow to take, just knowing life is mine to make. No gate to pass, no lock, no key, just open air, permission to be. And for once, that's enough.
She licked the flame and smiled at me, said sugar sin tastes better free. She had a laugh like champagne suicide, a kiss so slow the clocks all lie. Her heels tapped stories into smoke, each step a hymn, each glance a joke. Her shadow painted on the wall, the kind that watched you start to fall. She served her truth in minor key, with lime and gin and alchemy. Oh, crimson sugar, thick and wild, she burned like jazz, rough, unreconciled. You never leave, you just dissolve inside the song she won't resolve. Crimson sugar, sharp and sweet, licking wounds and killing beats. She spins in threes, her body's flame. You'll forget your life before her name. She doesn't say goodbye, just fades like trumpet ghosts in cabaret. She danced like tension on a wire, a slow ballet of thin desire. Her gaze could bend a bassist line, turn tonic notes into red wine. A velvet scar, a blistered hem, with crimson sugar on her skin. She lit the world with painted lips and made the tempo lose its grip.
She wore her shame like a satin dress, each note a bruise, each breath confess. Said every song I've ever sung was just regret with prettier lungs. The stage was lit in dying flame, her eyes too calm to not be blamed. The crowd all drank her every word, but missed the knife behind the slur. Her smile was smoke in stained glass light,
a gospel trapped in velvet night. She raised her glass and broke the sound of every man she spun around. Confessions in C minor, soft and low, the lies she told, too sweet to know. Her voice a hymn in broken time, a lullaby for your decline. And still you'd ask her to sing it slow. The band just played like ghosts on cue, their faces pale, their collars blue. She sang of love in 13/8 and danced on every twist of fate. Each chorus coiled like cigarette smoke, a promise made and always broke. She called herself a borrowed tune that fades by day but haunts the moon. I kissed her once beneath the stage. Her lips were chords, her breath a cage. And when I woke she'd changed the key, left only minor parts of me. Confessions in C minor, slow decay. She never meant for you to stay. Her voice a truth too sweet to keep. She sings and leads you into sleep. The record spins, the lights are low. She sings and never lets you go. I lit a match in a temple of smoke and waited for the jazz to choke. The pews were filled with silhouettes, all saints of loss and past regrets. The singer's voice a bleeding hymn with lipstick lines and violin skin. I watched her sip her gospel slow, with eyes that saw too much to glow. She sang to ghost, to ash, to gin, each note a needle sunk within. Her voice rose like cathedral frame. Her voice rose like cathedral flame. No God replied, just brass and blame. And every silence bent the knee to mourn a love too lost to be. This is the Cathedral of Smoke, where angels drink and sinners choke, where jazz replaces holy light and kisses burn through velvet night. She sings with lungs of candle wax, with every moan the ceiling cracks. The faith is gone, the beat remains, a liturgy of jazz-stained veins. She knelt beneath the solo's cry and whispered truths that made men lie. Her heels beside the pulpit stood, a goddess draped in minor good. She asked, do notes still mean a thing if no one stays to hear you sing? Then struck the mic like striking gold and poured her sins into the fold. plays in 5/4 time. And where's my face? In this cathedral of smoke, the candles hum, the timbre soak. The choir's gone, the walls decay, but still the horns begin to pray. She sings alone, her God long fled, each lyric stitched from what she bled. And in the pews we drink her name and leave absolved in minor flame. Forgive me, jazz, for I have lived. Close the door, sugar. Leave your name outside. She moves like the liquor's too strong, like the room's been waiting too long. Her voice, velvet dipped in gold, too slow to touch, too hot to hold. She leans into the smoke and sway, turns your pulse into foreplay. She don't ask what brought you near, just whisper sins into your ear. Ooh, her breath's like trumpet heat, every glance a syncopated cheat. She don't love, she consumes and leaves your name in perfume fumes. Honey on the floor, where we dropped our shame, slipped on truth, set fire to our names. Drums like hips, sax like sin. You step too close, now you're drawn in. It's sweet and low, a velvet war, and you leave marked by honey on the floor. She said love's a dirty groove, then swayed with nothing left to prove. Each conga hits a heartbeat missed, each note she hums a crooked kiss. You forgot your past mid-verse, traded your name for something worse, the kind of high that leaves a dent and charges rent on your intent. She never touched you. You fell. The jazz just watched. Honey on the floor and jazz in your skin. You danced with her, now let her in. The room will sweat, the record spins, and you dissolve where she begins. It's not love, it's something more. It's the price you pay for honey on the floor. Lick the beat clean, darling, and pray it doesn't follow you home. There's a silence that only stays when you stop running. I wore my heels down, chasing ghosts, carved lullabies from what hurt most. I thought if I could move fast enough, I'd outrun the weight of love. But every street and every flame led back to me with a different name. And just that old unhurried friend stayed still enough for me to mend. Ooh, I used to think I'd lose the pain if I could just outrun the rain. No more running, no more schemes, no more drowning in old dreams. I'm standing still, I'm breathing deep. I let the ghosts rock me to sleep. No anthem here, no masquerade, just me, no more running away. I let the old songs gather dust. I let the mirrors learn to trust. No more chasing, no more fight, no more carving loss into the night. I'm not a race, I'm not a plea, I'm just the breath that carried me. It wasn't the world that needed change, it was me learning how to stay. No more running, no more schemes, no more drowning in half-made dreams. No finish line, no price to pay, just standing still and letting stay. No spotlights pull, no song to say, just me, no more running away. Just me, still here. fogs the glass, but leaves no trace. The curtains twitch, but there's no breeze. Something hums in the walls, a note that never finishes. It smells like her perfume, but heavier. She never walks, she glides. You never speak, she decides. A trumpet tests the silence, finds it empty, then fills it with grief. There are hands in the rhythm, but they don't touch. Only gesture, only linger. Your drink tilts toward your lips, but you forget why. The ice is already gone. You're already here. Marrow in the moonlight. You feel it. In your gums, in your wrists, in the way the beat curls around the parts of you you don't admit exist. She hums one note. You follow. There is no chorus. There never was.
just Marrow and Moonlight and the sound of forgetting in temple.
To shrink inside the frame, hold my breath, forget my name, wait for someone else to see the small, unspoken parts of me. But now the quiet fits just right. I'm not too much, I'm not too light. The room don't care how loud I sing. It holds my heart like everything. Ooh, there's space enough between the beats for all the songs I couldn't keep. Room enough for me. No more, no curtain drawn, no need to score, no chair to fill, no mask to wear, just open air and velvet care. I'm not too loud, I'm not too small, I'm just enough to hold it all. And in this hush, this melody, there's finally room enough for me. The world don't tilt for softer girls. It spins in fire, it sings in whirls. But here beneath these amber lights, I'm not a wrong, I'm not a fight. No need to shrink, no need to swell. Just let the silence hold me well. Some spaces you carve, some spaces you carve you, but some you just grow into. Just jazz and breathe, and skin and bone. No script to read, no name to prove, just bass and light and gentle groove. I'm not too late, I'm not too free, I'm just enough for me to be. And in this song, in this soft key, there's finally room enough for me. And maybe there always was. her note beneath the ash, folded neat and gone in flash. She said the city had grown tired of watching us pretend desire. The bed still held her warmth like smoke, a kiss unfinished when she broke. The radio hummed something low, a song we danced to weeks ago. She took her time, I heard her shoes tap out the beat of quiet blues. She never lied, she only sighed, and packed her dreams unmuted right. She knew the chords, she knew the game, but left before I learned her name. The last note she left wasn't in a key, just perfume on linen and her echo in me. No melody, just motion, no lyric to keep, just satin in silence and the weight when I sleep. She didn't cry, not her design. She wept in rhythm half behind the curtains where her voice grew thin, like trumpet breath against the wind. She wrote in cursive, soft and brief, with jazz inside each little grief. Her name still trembling in the glass. She vanished slow like low brass. If I must go, let it be before the music fades. Why you still want the song replayed? The last note she left still haunts the air in every space where she's not there. No bridge to cross, no phrase to keep, just one unfinished bar that sings me to sleep. She was never really mine to hold, just jazz too lovely to be told. Told me love was quiet, but she sang in bloom. She poured her name in every line, like perfume steeped in aged red wine. Her breath was slow, her vows were deep. She made the saxophone weep in sleep. She moved like jazz, forgot its past, like every chorus came too fast. And every time time she hit that tone, I swore I heard her skin her bone. Ooh, she sang like every wound was graced with orchids blooming in her face. Her voice a garden trimmed in ache, a prayer that made the silence shake. Orchids in her voice, they bloom too slow, each note a vow. She'd never show, she never said I love you clear, but left it dripping in my ear. And when she bowed, the stage grew still, like love had bent against its will. Her melody had teeth, not shame. She kissed the mic, then kissed my name. A Cuban clay in her wrists, she waltzed like songs she never missed. The saxophone just followed blind, as if it knew she'd been the time. And every harmony she gave felt like a flower on a grave. I never touched her, I just listened. She left fingerprints on forbidden seas. Orchids in her voice still bloom tonight in every club that dims the light. No lyrics left, no verses stay, just petals falling where she'd play. And if you feel your pulse go still, it's just her song she's singing still. Some loves don't kiss, they echo. The chairs were empty, the glasses dry, but I wasn't done. The last coat left the hallway hook, the night exhaled like a closed book. The bartender dimmed down the light, but something kept me in the night. No eyes to meet, no songs to sell, just me alone and playing well. After everyone left and silence stayed behind, I touched the keys without a line. No need to rise, no need to stun, just jazz and breath and what's begun. I wasn't loud, I wasn't deaf, I just kept singing after everyone left.
No curtain call, no final cheer, just shadows stretched and nothing new. But in that hush the room turned true. The only soul I had to woo was mine, the one that always stayed long after lights and plans had frayed.
What matters in the echo, and the echo always tells the truth.
After everyone left, I stayed to hum, not for closure, not for some, but just to feel the space I breathe without the need to ever leave. I didn't rise, I didn't weep, I simply sang myself to sleep. And in that hush where ghosts are cleft, I found my voice after everyone left. And it stayed with me. I used to think I had to earn this. Turns out it was always mine. Bare feet on the floor, curtains barely drawn, no one knocking at the door, and that feels like a song. Coffee gone cold, vinyl still spins, no headline life, but where it begins. I'm not a storm, I'm not a stage, I'm just a page that learned to age. Ooh, the quiet used to scare me stiff, but now it feels exactly like this, exactly like this, not more, not less, no grandeur kiss, no sequin dress, just breath and bass, a window lit, and nothing aching to admit. No need to shine, no need to fix. I love this moment exactly like this. Used to chase a better time, a sharper note, a tighter rhyme, but jazz don't move for chasing shoes. It settles deep in chosen blues. I wear the night like second skin and smile at things I might have been. Not everything's a story, some things just stay.
exactly like this. No arc, no fight, just evening jazz and softer light. No need to rise, no need to fall, just me and music. After it all, I don't want more, I don't want bliss, I just want to sit exactly like this. And that somehow is everything. It's midnight, let's stop pretending. She moves like rhythm without shame, each step a spark, each glance a flame. She tastes like jazz and Cuban smoke, her laugh a line you never spoke. She kissed the mic and made it moan, her breath could strip the skin from bone. She doesn't ask, she commands the beat and melts your name beneath her heat. Ooh, her voice is velvet wrapped in sin. It pulls you slow, then pulls you in. A slide pressed against your skin, where jazz begins and breath gives in. Her midnight tongue don't speak, it sways. She sings in sweat and sideways praise. Each note she hums is laced with need, a moan disguised in smoky reed. The room dissolves in red perfume, the trumpet sighs, the bass consumes. She doesn't dance, she undulates, and you forget the world she breaks. She said desire ain't a song, it's law. Then bent the rules with every flaw. A gospel written on bare thighs and whispered low neath mirrored skies. Her earrings swung in syncopation, a pulse too bold for hesitation. She doesn't blush, she orchestrates, each bar a trap, each chord sedates. You thought jazz was something you heard? No, darling. The streetlight flickers, but it's still waiting.
I don't know where the night will end, but I'm not lost, I'm just unpenned. No map, no route, no hand to hold, just jazz and shadows, soft and bold. The bars behind me sows the ache, the dress still smells like past mistakes, but under streetlights, warm and thin, I swear I hear myself again. Streetlight knows my name. It caught my breath, it held my shame. It watched me leave without a sound and blessed my feet on hollow ground. I'm not the girl I was by day, I'm just this hum that moves away. No curtain call, no prize to claim, just jazz and me and my own name. Used to sing, to be unseen, to drown in velvet hush and sheen. But now the music folds me in without the need to start or end. I'm not a chorus, not a plea, I'm just the quiet inside me. Not all songs and some just fade into forward. The streetlight knows my name. It doesn't judge, it doesn't claim. It shines the same on saints and thieves, and I move through with easy sleeves. No one claps and that's okay. I don't need noise to light my way. The night don't ask, the dawn don't blame. And still the streetlight knows my name. And now so do I. Funny thing about breath, it keeps showing up even when you think it won't. I lit candles just to feel warm, sang to ghosts in thunderstorm, built my heart from vinyl cracks, pressed the pain between the tracks. But now the light is soft and still, and jazz don't ache unless you will. And here I am without a scar, didn't think I'd get this far. Ooh, some peace don't roar, it just appears like breath that's waited all these years. Didn't think I'd get this far, didn't think I'd sit this still.
didn't think the quiet room would ever feel this real. No spotlight burn, no edges fray, just me and dusk at end of day. No big parade, no shining star, just breath, and I got this far. Used to chase the better song, felt like stillness meant you're wrong. But I've grown slow and found the tune that only plays in empty rooms. No chorus loud, no verses wide, just knowing now I'm on my side. Survival wasn't the triumph. Didn't think I'd get this far. Didn't think I'd hum this light. Didn't think I'd sit alone and call it feeling right. No strings to pull, no past to mark, just jazz, and I got this far. So here's my note to who I was. We made it just because. Didn't think, but here we are. I don't need the fire to know I'm warm. Still got a little glow left in me. Used to burn with every step, smoking heels and lipstick depth. Tried to light the whole damn room just to feel like I could bloom. But now I move a softer way, let the light lean in and stay. No spotlight now, no velvet rope, just dimly truth in that small glow. Oh, I don't burn out, I don't fade fast, I just outlast like candle glass. Still got a little glow, not a blaze, not a show, but warm enough to find my face. When the crowd forgets the place, I don't shout, I don't gleam, but I hum like old dreams. I don't shine for them to know, but baby, I still got a little glow. Let the young ones chase the spark, I'll take hush and jazz after dark. Let the room lean in to see what's humming quiet under me. I've cracked, I've curled, I've come undone, but I don't need a bigger sun. The match burned out, the fuse is gone, but this glow goes on. Still got a little glow, enough to warm a room real slow. No confetti, no fast fame, just knowing light by another name. I don't flare, I don't freeze, I just flicker how I please. And in the hush of jazz and low, I prove I still got a little glow.
moves like morphine down a marble stair, with secrets curled behind her stare. Smoke in her laugh, glass in her smile. She stitched her past in crocodile. The lounge was leaking deja vu, and I drank the lies like they were true. Lips like noir, voice like jazz. She wore regret like vintage taffeta, spoke in riddles, sang in thirds, left love behind in fractured words. She said dreams are just old debts we pay, then lit a clove and danced away. Her silhouette split time in two and left me staring through the blue. Opium Waltz on linoleum floors. We swayed through sin behind closed doors. You did trumpet, heartbeat slow. She's the jazz I'll never know. I still taste her name in the back of my throat. Bitter as gin, soft as a note. Herself a broken chord, set pains the only note adored. Her perfume held a Spanish key with bourbon chords and minor plea. She kissed like dusk, slow and white, left lipstick ghosts I couldn't hide. Each syllable she let decay, fell like ash in cabaret. She danced in 7/8 time, out of step with God, and maybe that's why I follow. She taught the night to moan. With every step the dark had grown, and now my soul, off tempo thin, still waltzes where she might have been. Opium Waltz in Velvet Guillotine. The club's gone dark, but the record plays. Let its trumpet echoes slow, still tracing the shape of her shadow. She vanished with the final note and left me dancing with her ghost.
started with a note to round, a whisper that became the sound. Curtains swaying without wind, a music crawling through my skin. My drink went warm, my vision bled, the saxophone slipped in my head. Chandelier began to twitch, and something in me found its pitch. Ooh, it breathed in 12-bar lullabies, tied my pulse with slinky lies. I danced, I swayed, I begged for more. Jazz kicked in through every pore. Satin in the static, slow and clean. It wraps around like nicotine. It hums my name in every line. A kiss, a basic grand design. I'm not alone, the bandit grins. Their notes crawl underneath my skin, and every solo takes a piece of me in perfect minor P. The mirrors fogged with trumpet sighs, the keys wept truth behind disguise. A drumbeat nested in my chest and told my spine to never rest. I saw the music wear a face with smoky eyes and crimson lace. It laughed in tempo, licked its teeth, then led me past the note beneath. It plays me now, I breathe in bars, a marionette of midnight bars. It holds my hands, it owns my breath, it hums me softly into death. Satin in the static, soft and slack, conducts the twitch inside my eye. My heartbeat sinks, my shadow bends. The song begins, it never ends. And as I fade into the chord, my body's jazz, my will ignored. No longer mine, I move unseen, a note in satin, in the static sheen. The silence never sounded so complete. Not every story has an ending. Not every song needs a why. Maybe that's enough. I've drawn the maps, I've chased the signs, I've read the tea leaves, wrote the lines, but every ending I could make just circles back like quiet ache. I used to think there had to be a note to close, a key to free, but jazz just hums and lets me float inside a song without a quote. Ooh, not every dream has to arrive. Some live just fine, half alive. Maybe that's enough, not knowing why, just humming low beneath the sky. No final bow, no hero's crown, just standing still when it all slows down. I don't need answers or parade, just this soft seed, the quiet maid. No roaring end, no rising bluff, just breath, and maybe that's enough. I used to fear the in-between, the space where questions stay unseen, but now it hums like an old friend, a road that doesn't need an end. No climax here, no curtain fall, just me and jazz and nightfall's call. If the story
that's enough. No closing scene, just minor chords and velvet lean. No final kiss, no song to sell, just silence that knows me well. No answers left to bluff or bluff, just jazz, and maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough. There's nothing left to light, but I'll still sing. I counted lovers in the dark, like coins laid flat on stained old bark. Each name a note, each kiss a scar, each drink too late, each breath too far. The curtains closed, the band packed tight, but I stayed on beneath the light and sang a song no one would claim, a melody without a name. Ashes don't make flames again, but still I spin and still pretend that a rhythm means there's still a beat beneath the ache, beneath my feet. Ashes in 3/4 scattered slow, a waltz for love, too late to know. The floor remembers every slide of lips that lied, of hands that died. No final verse, no lover's plea, just notes that tried to set me free. But jazz don't save, it only sways and leaves you humming through the haze. I touched forever once, I think. It tasted sharp like copper ink. He played the bass like prayer gone wrong, then vanished in a closing song. The mic still holds my fingerprints, the booth still smells of cigarettes. The key's gone flat, the room is bare, but I still find him in the air. If this is all that lingers now, let it linger soft, let it linger true. Ashes in 3/4, time undone, a minor waltz for what won't come, a voice that won't be heard again, still tracing love through phantom skin. No encore, no one left to leave, just jazz that shivers up my sleeve. I sing not loud, just deep and sore, and scatter ashes on the floor. And somewhere he still hears the key, but never walks back into me. She walked like every sin wore heels, a poem dressed in spinning reels. Her lipstick shade let them bleed. She planted grace and watered greed, a cigarette between two crimes. She hummed in fractured minor times. The spotlight begged to kiss her skin, but she belonged to what's within. Ooh, she danced like silk about to tear, each sway a curse in perfumed air. The band played on, too scared to stop, each note a step toward the drop. She's the velvet guillotine, smiling soft and cutting clean. Wraps your name in jazz and lace, then severs it without a trace. Her voice a cocktail thick with sin, with lemon twist and tonic grin. She sings and every man will lean into the velvet guillotine. She whispered in a flatted fifth, love dies best with tempo shifts. Her earrings swung in 5/4 time, her nails kept rhythm red with crime. She kissed like thunder, slow and sure, her taste expensive, never pure. A lullaby for every vice. She held your heart and rolled the dice. I saw her once behind the veil, a girl of smoke and teeth and scale. She's the velvet guillotine, all red wine and nicotine. She spins her song like black ballet and waltzes men to disarray. A kiss, a chord, a sharpened gleam, wrapped in a broken jazz regime. She sings and time falls in between the edge of her velvet guillotine. She never leaves. She just retracts the blade and waits for the next parade. Not every strong thing needs to survive. Some things are soft and still stay. I held my breath for far too long, mistook endurance for a song, wore silence like a second skin, and called the aching discipline. Jazz don't lie and notes don't bend, they simply break and never mend, unless you let the edge be shown, unless you play what stands alone. thought that strength was staying closed, but now I see it softly goes. I was soft enough to break, but not enough to fall. I whispered through the ache and tried to hold it all. No thunder in my chords, no lightning in my voice, just quiet cracks that made the noise. I didn't scream, I didn't shake, I was just soft enough to break. I let them see the fire and flame, but never let them near the name. The part of me that curled and cried behind the brass where echoes hide. But strength is just a different sound. It lives in what you don't tone down. And when I broke, I didn't fade, I just became what jazz had made. Some people shatter, some people shine, some people hum and hold the line. I was soft enough to break and brave enough to stay, to sing the note that slips away. No spotlight proof, no stage to fake, just me, soft enough to break. I didn't lose, I didn't bend, I simply let the song unend. And that's the softest thing I've ever done.